Hello again. Now we're going to continue with the maze. What we have already achieved is that we move the cat in all four directions, and when it touches the walls it gets back. Now should we let the cat bounce and be back as many times as it happens, or should it have a limited number? Let's call them lives. Okay, we are going to give the cat 7 lives because it's a cat, and then the lives will be counting down each time we touch the wall, and when the cat gets to 0, then the cat dies. So if we are going to count numbers from 7 to 0, we need some place to keep the numbers, and that's precisely a variable. So we go under data and make a variable, and we are going to call it lives. Now variables could be for all sprites or for this sprite only, and well, it doesn't really matter this time, we can leave it as it is. We are not going to share this value with other sprites as well. Now, so when we make the variable, some commands related to the variable appear, like setting a value and changing it by a number, meaning adding that number to the value stored into lives, showing the variable or hiding it. So the first thing we do is set the variable to 7, which is the initial value. And now we're going to change lives by -1 each time the cat touches the wall. Let's see if this works. So we start with 7 lives. Now we're touching the wall and we get to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus, and okay, that's it. So we can get into negative lives. There should be some check on it, meaning some if statement, and then if the cat gets to 0 lives, the cat should die. So let's place another conditional here inside the forever, so it's always check, and now the condition is going to be on the value of this variable lives. Now we could use the operator equal to 0, but then I'm not completely sure that I cannot just skip the 0 value and get into the negative -1, -2 lives by dying very fast several times. When I'm getting to 0, if I die again, maybe the check-in in the forever loop is not updated that often. Well, so to be on the safe side, I'm going to check lives against being smaller than 1, and they are changing by -1. That means precisely being 0 or any negative value. So if lives are smaller than 1, then the cat's going to die. Now I'm going to introduce something new here, and that's going to be a new block. So because I'm probably going to make the cat die under different conditions later on this game, I will define what dying means by making a new block. So I click on more blocks and I make a block, and I call the block die. Okay, so now I have a new block and I can use it as many times as needed. For instance, just once here, but I still have to define what dying means. And dying would include like maybe stopping all, like this, and then maybe some graphic change in the cat, like hiding and maybe including a game over screen. So let's get a game over screen. So I get back to Google Images and Google Game Over. For non-commercial use, okay, can't believe. Well, I think I'm going to make one on my own because I can't find any here. So I'm going to include this backdrop with some I'm going to paint it and couple of colors, I mean like that, and then use a bucket. Oh, that should be a gradient. Okay, let's make this kind of gradient. Is it there? Okay. Oh, well, nice enough. And then I'm going to use some red color for the test and type game over on it. Game over. Maybe make this bigger. That one. Okay. Now I'm converting it into vectors, so I'll try to make this bigger. No, I cannot make this bigger. Yes, I can. Not that one. Okay. So, well, game over. So now, when dying, I'm going to include the switch backdrop to the backdrop 1, and then I should switch backdrop to maze 1 click, and okay, so that should be all. So now let's try 6 5 4 3 2 1 0 game over. That's all. Good.